27 years. That's how long he'd been buried alive when he wrote this. And in this letter, he didn't beg for freedom. He declared war on the system that built his cage. Nelson Mandela. Prisoner 46,664. Robben Island, 1976. For nearly 2 decades, he'd been silenced, erased, forbidden from speaking to more than one visitor at a time. The apartheid regime wanted him forgotten. But then this letter emerged from the prison walls, and it became the document they feared most. Not because of what it demanded, because of what it refused to surrender. This is what he wrote. The past 3 years have been the worst of my imprisonment. In 1973, I was confined to my cell for 6 months. The isolation was designed to break me. They wanted silence, obedience, a public renunciation of everything I believed. I will not provide it. Let me be clear about what we are fighting. Apartheid is not merely unjust policy, it is the legal architecture of human erasure. It is a system that looks at a child and determines their worth by the color of their skin. That tells a mother where she may live, where she may work, whom she may love. That murders protesters in the streets and calls it order. You ask if I will negotiate. I will negotiate nothing while my people are denied their basic humanity. They can take my freedom. They have taken years I will never recover. Birthdays with my children, funerals of friends, the simple act of walking on grass without permission. But they cannot take this, my refusal to accept that any human being is less than another. I have been here long enough to know what they want. They want me to emerge broken, grateful for scraps, willing to accept a modified cage and call it progress. They want me to tell my people to wait, to be patient, to trust that their oppressors will eventually develop a conscience. I will not do it. The struggle will continue whether I am in this cell or not. The cause is greater than any one man. And if I must remain here until I die, so be it, but I will die refusing to cooperate with my own degradation. There is no freedom without dignity. And there is no dignity in accepting chains as the price of survival. Tell them I am not a symbol to be managed. I am a man who remembers what it means to be free. And that memory cannot be imprisoned. This letter was never meant to reach the public. It was smuggled out of Robben Island, passed hand to hand through the underground network of the anti-apartheid movement. And when it finally surfaced, it did what the regime feared most. It proved Mandela hadn't been broken. After nearly 2 decades in a cell, his voice was clearer and more dangerous than ever. The apartheid government had 2 choices: release him as the threat he'd become, or keep him imprisoned and watch his legend grow. Either way, they'd already lost. 13 years after this letter, the prison gates opened. 4 years after that, he became president. Not because he compromised, because he refused to. Some letters are negotiations. Some are confessions. This one was a declaration that certain things cannot be taken. No matter how long you're buried, no matter how much they try to make you forget. History doesn't remember the men who stayed silent to survive. It remembers the ones who spoke even when speaking cost them everything.